When playing a video game, sometimes music is overlooked and outshined by the gameplay and graphics, and that is simply just normal. But the soundtrack plays a vital role more often than not in our gameplay experience. It can smooth things out, captivate your attention better, or even create memorable gaming moments. Driving through Los Santos, listening to West Coast rap songs makes it more compelling and makes us get the understanding of the era that our game is set in, and just feels right. But just saying that the music changes a video game isn't good enough. It needs more of an explanation because it has different roles that it accomplishes, so I've split this video into the next categories. When setting up the tone, there are different ways to do it so. Some of them are title screen music, loading screen music, or main menu music. But the example that I want to give you is displayed by the first cutscene from Red Dead Redemption 2. From a few notes, we learned that the Wild West is becoming civilized land and that the remaining gangs left are being hunted down. The sad acoustic music that plays into the background gives us the vibe that something is not right or that someone isn't having the best time right now. Only a few seconds later, we see the Vanderlyn gang refuging to the mountains in a pretty bad weather condition that would fuck up a lot of people's immunity system. There isn't an explanation needed because the music hints at us that this is kind of a messed up time for the gang.
Davy's dead.
It's the same thing with Arkham Asylum. The game starts off with Batman bringing in the Joker with this magnifying theme that simply fits the whole dark theme of the game that the creators wanted to make. The Joker is weirdly confident and even more of a douche than usually. I mean,
yo, Frankie, how's the wife and kids? You miss me?
As pointed out by Batsy Boy, he's acting strange.
Warden, something's not right. I'm going with him.
The feeling that the music gives off is certainly off-putting, displaying the horrors of Arkham Asylum and its inmates, and the most important factor, Batman's uncertainty. Through the first moments of the game, we feel tension going on and the music plays a major role into it. As I pointed out with my Red Dead Redemption 2's example, it helps establish the direction that the game is being headed and kinda gives us an understanding of how the situation is being played out. Dynamic soundscapes might sound a little weird. It's like gameplay related, either traveling, deal going south, or the game telling you that shit's about to go down. And even though I would kinda want to, I can't skip over the types of music that fit into this category. Boss fight music, character theme songs. But these are kinda boring, and I don't really want to go over them. While roaming an open world game, often the music changes depending on where you are or what you're doing, and that's important. This theme plays in Breath of the Wild while riding or running around. The theme has two variations depending on night or day, but the first second you encounter an enemy like these goblin buffoons, the game starts playing a different theme for combat. If you decide to run away, the song will fade out. This or beating the enemy. There are also dedicated ones for, let's call them mini bosses. When running into them, as an example, the rock boss, Talus, whatever you want to call them, there's a different song playing for them dedicated for these variations of mini bosses. It also helps you aware that this ain't no little Goblin Jr.
Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
You know? The Guardians also have a dedicated one too. The game has a dedicated theme song for every town or village in the game. This not only makes it more memorable and differentiate the other villages and towns from each other, so that it doesn't feel boring and repetitive, it mainly gives them something even more important: character. And the map in Super Mario U uses the same vocals on the map, but when switching from Frosted Glacier to Layered Cake Desert, for an example, the instruments change because of the movement to different areas. Well, I think at times silence is better than music. Sometimes music can amplify the tension in a scene, making it more dramatic. When Arthur tells Dutch Micah is the rat, the silence does its part until Micah and Arthur draw on each other.
It damn well doesn't.
The music slowly builds up, adding vocals and higher the pitch when we see memorable moments from the cutscene, like Dutch's face turning sour after his manipulation doesn't work on Dawn, and Mr. Grimshaw's death.
There's Pinkertons coming fast!
The music amplifies the tension and tiredness of the scene and acts as a guide, letting you know that shit's going down. After Ellie chases Nora through the whole fucking hospital, she eventually catches up to her. Ellie's so-called interrogation fails as Nora doesn't want to cooperate.
I'm fucking dead anyway, why would I tell you anything?
The music starts playing in the same way like Red Dead Redemption 2 example, but a more horrifying example. After starting with that horse shit about Joel's action, she tells her she's not gonna squeal on Abby.
I'm not giving up, my friend.
Ellie's losing patience and her growing frustration is displayed even more by the music than her face, reaching a boiling point when the option to smack Nora in the face with a pipe appears, every blow making the music significantly louder and horrifying. Until Nora's head is probably split in half.